Hello students, in today's lecture let us do two programs on looping statements. First one is printing multiplication table. So what this program should do? The program should ask user to enter a value, a number. Whatever number user enters, the program should generate multiplication table of that in the form 5 into 1 equal to 5, 5 into 2 equal to 10, and so on up to 5 into 10 equal to 50. So let us look at the main part of this program which generates multiplication table. Here the program uses for loop. For I is initialized to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So here for generating multiplication table, first n is multiplied by 1, then it is multiplied by 2, then by 3, and so on up to 10. So here the statement for initializes 1 to I. The condition is I less than or equal to 10, because the program should generate from 5 into 1 equal to 5 up to 5 into 10 equal to 50. So the last value of I should be 10. For that the condition is I less than or equal to 10, and I plus plus because I value should be incremented by 1 every time. 5 into 1, 5 into 2, 5 into 3. So here I value should increment by 1 every time. For that we have taken I plus plus here. So what we are going to do inside the loop? Inside the loop the code required is, first it calculates the value of p, that is p is equal to n into I. N is multiplied by I to calculate every term in the multiplication table. If n value is 5, first it multiplies 5 by 1 because I value is 1. Once it calculates this, it has to print the first term in the multiplication table in the form 5 into 1 equal to 5. So that can be done by this printf statement. Printf %d into %d is equal to %d/n. So at the place of %d here at the first place, the value which is stored in n should be printed, into at the place of second %d it should print the value of I. So in the first iteration it is 5 into 1 equal to, what should be printed here? It should print the value of p, that is 5 into 1, 5 will be printed in the first iteration. Once this printing is done, I value is incremented by 1, I becomes 2, and as the condition is true, it goes inside, it calculates 5 into 2. It prints the second term in the multiplication table. Let me show stepwise how this program will execute. First I is 1 in the first iteration. When I is 1, it prints 5 into 1 equal to 5. I becomes 2 in the second iteration. It prints 5 into 2 equal to 10. Then I is incremented by 1, it becomes 3. It calculates 5 into 3 equal to 15. Then it becomes 4, and so on. It continues up to I equal to 10. I equal to 10, in the last iteration it prints 5 into 10 equal to 50. And after printing this, when I becomes 11, the condition becomes false, and in this case it stops, it terminates the loop and it comes out of the for loop, and thus we have the output here, the multiplication table of 5. This is how the multiplication table can be generated by using for loop. At the place of for loop, you can make use of any loop, that is while or do while loop. Let us go to the next program. Next program is to calculate factorial of n. So as you all know, factorial is nothing but it is multiplication of the first n numbers will give the factorial of n. For example, if n is 5, how the factorial of 5 is calculated? It is calculated as 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So the multiplication is calculated from 1 up to n to generate its factorial. So let us look at the code which is required to calculate the factorial. This program is similar to program which we had taken in the last class, that is sum of first n numbers. There we had calculated the addition of all the numbers starting from 1 up to n. Here we are calculating multiplication of the numbers from 1 to n to calculate the factorial. So fact is initialized to 1. Next, for loop, for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Inside the loop, it calculates the factorial by the statement fact is equal to fact into I. This is the code required to calculate factorial. Once the factorial is calculated, it will be printed by using printf statement. Printf factorial is %d. It prints the value of factorial which is stored in the variable fact. How the program executes, let us analyze. I is initialized to 1. When I is equal to 1, it checks the condition. Condition is true. Assume the n value as 5. 1 is less than 5. It enters the loop. It executes the statement fact is equal to fact into I. The factorial value is also initialized to 1. I is also 1. So it calculates 1 into 1, which is stored back into factorial. After calculating this, I is incremented by 1. I becomes 2. It calculates fact into I. What is fact? It is 1. What is I? It is 2. So 1 into 2 is equal to 2. Next, I is incremented. It becomes 3. 3 is less than 5. It enters the loop. It calculates fact into I, that is 2. 2 into I is 3. 2 into 3 is 6. Next, I is incremented. It becomes 4. In this iteration, it calculates 6 into 4, 24. I becomes 5. Check the condition. Is it true? Is I less than or equal to n? I is not less than n, but it is equal to n. 5 is equal to 5. So still the condition is true. So it enters the loop. It calculates 24 into 5, that is 120. So if the user enters the value of n as 5, then the factorial is how much? It is 120. So 120 will be printed by this program. Let us design these programs in TurboC editor. This is the program to calculate factorial of given number. After comment, the hash include statement, hash include stdio.h, void main. Then we have the variable declaration. So which all variables are required here? We require I, n, fact. Fact is initialized to 1. Clear the screen by using CLR SCR statement. Next we have printf, enter value of n. The program asks user to enter the value of n. Once the value is entered, it will be stored into the variable n by using scanf statement. And here we have for loop statement where it calculates the factorial. So as we discussed some time before, for I is initialized to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, I value is initialized to 1 because it has to start from 1, and if the value of n is 5, it has to do the multiplication up to 5. So the condition here, I less than or equal to n. In case of 5, it has to calculate 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So the end value is n, and every time I value should be incremented by 1. So we have I plus plus. Inside the loop, factorial is calculated by using the statement fact is equal to fact into I. As we have only one statement to be repeated in the loop, so this is not included in flower brackets because we want only this statement to be repeated. If there are 2 or more statements which are to be repeated, those must be included in flower brackets. After coming out of the loop, after calculating 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, it prints the final factorial value by using printf statement. Printf factorial is %d. At the place of %d, it displays the value of 5 factorial which is stored in the variable fact. Let us execute this program. If the value of n is 4, it prints factorial is 24. Let me execute once again. If the value of n is 5, what should be the value of factorial 5? It should be 120. This is how factorial can be calculated. Let us do the next program. Next program is multiplication table, hash include, void main, int. There are 3 variables required, I, n and p. Clear the screen. Printf, enter value of n. It displays the message, enter value of n. The value entered by the user will be stored into the variable n. Then we have the for statement. For I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. I is initialized to 1. For generating multiplication table, the number is first multiplied by 1, then it is multiplied by 2, then by 3 and so on up to 10. So the initial value is 1 and the end value is 10. And here we are checking the condition I less than or equal to 10. Value of I is to be incremented by 1 every time, so I plus plus. If there are 2 or more statements to be repeated, those must be included in flower brackets. If the flower brackets are not included, it is going to repeat only this statement inside the loop. As we want to print every term in the multiplication table, we have taken the printf statement inside the loop. When I is equal to 1, the condition is true, it goes inside the loop, it calculates the first term by using the expression p is equal to n into I. If n is 5, 5 into 1, 5 will be stored in p. And by using this printf statement, it prints 5 into 1 equal to 5. By using this statement, %d into %d equal to %d. First value of n should be printed. So here we have first variable n. Then at the second %d, we want the value of I to be printed, that is 5 into 1, 5 into 2. So I here, and at the place of third %d, the term which is calculated, that is p, will be printed here. Let us execute. Let me give the value of n at 7. It displays the table of 7. 7 into 1 equal to 7, 7 into 2 equal to 14, and so on up to 7 into 10 equal to 70. One more way to generate the multiplication table is, we can skip this step. Instead of taking p here, you can directly write the expression n into I at the place of p, like this, n into I. In this case, the variable p is not required. This will also generate the same output as the previous code. This is how the multiplication table can be generated. In next class, we will do the other looping programs.